We know what this could mean, and to be honest, our #1 concern is still finding Barry.
Cape Coral police announced today that they think this missing Cape Coral man was the victim of a crime. Barry Schmalbach disappeared more than 2 weeks ago. Tonight, the police chief says they have a person of interest in the crime, but he's not ready to say who that is. Thank you for watching NBC2. I'm Peter Bush.
And I'm Kelly Burns. NBC2 has live team coverage of Schmalbach's mysterious disappearance. NBC2's Rachel Whelan is live outside his Cape Coral apartment talking with friends and family.
But we begin with Sarah Metz, live outside the Cape Coral police station with some new information on the investigation.
Peter, Kelly, Cape Police, just like Barry's family, say they are adamant about finding him. They say 2 weeks too long. And Chief Sizemore says that they are, quote, looking in grueling conditions, all to find Barry. As another day goes by, time moves slowly for Barry Schmalbach's loved ones. Missing, and police say suspicious from the jump.
Nothing in this case to this point has led us to dial back from our initial belief that this was a crime in this criminal investigation. In fact, we believe that there is foul play in the disappearance of Mr. Schmalbach.
It was Barry's boyfriend who called police on the 22nd, 3 days after people last saw Barry. But we just learned that that report left them confused.
The reporting party didn't give any indication that it was unusual or an exigent situation. In fact, he dialed back at the end of that call and tried to alleviate any fears that there was anything suspicious.
Since then, Chief Sizemore says the search for Barry has been on.
At this time, we do have a person of interest. However, I'm unable to name that person today.
Is this person of interest involved in his disappearance or his suspicious potential death? I mean, where are we at with that?
That's what we believe. That's why he's a person of interest. We believe he is involved in the disappearance.
Chief Sizemore says that person was not cooperative with the investigation at first, but is now.
My commitment to you is to deliver our best. And our best is the team that's investigating this case.
The investigation did reveal who was driving Barry's Jeep days before he was reported missing. In the police report, it did say, or missing persons report, it did say someone was driving his car between 7:20 and 7:22.
We do.
And it also opened up the line of communication between police and Barry's boyfriend, Christopher Davis, someone who police says has multiple out-of-state warrants. On Tuesday, they picked him up on one. We asked Chief Sizemore, why now?
Came in contact with him.
During the search, they're staying hopeful to find answers. Chief Sizemore says that this is now a multi-county search, and they also brought in the state attorney's office for this case because the goal is not only just to find Barry, but it's also to have a successful prosecution if they get that far. We're local today in Cape Coral. Sarah Metz, NBC2.
Sarah, thank you. And NBC2's Rachel Whelan continues our live team coverage outside Schmalbach's condo building along Beach Parkway. And Rachel, some of his friends and family are going to help police in the search for him tomorrow?
Yes, despite police naming a person of interest today, everyone has been fairly optimistic. We spoke with Schmalbach's family, friends, and neighbors. They are all just super focused on getting Schmalbach back home.
Even like we said before, like maybe he'll come off a cruise and with a drink and a tan and say, sorry. Yup.
That would be the best case situation.
Yep.
Friend Miguel Blanco and sister Emily Scaletta are trying to stay optimistic they'll see Barry Schmalbach again.
We know what this could mean, and to be honest, our #1 concern is still finding Barry.
The news comes just days after Schmalbach's boyfriend was arrested. Christopher Davis is facing out-of-state fugitive charges unrelated to the case.
I didn't know anything till it was reported on the news, and I've only met his boyfriend like 3 months ago.
I don't want to speak on someone else's character at this point, just because, again, we don't know a lot of information about.
Emily Scaletta flew in from Chicago to help search for her brother. She says she's blown away by the generosity of his community.
I'm not from here. I'm not really familiar with the Cape Coral area, but based on what police have said and how Miguel has been and how all of you have been, it's an amazing community.
We met some of those neighbors earlier today. They don't know Schmalbach, but say they're keeping a careful watch.
I feel curious about stuff like that because if I live in a neighborhood, if I can help in any way, I will.
Oh, my heart goes out to them, and so does our community, and we all have our eyes open and stuff, and if anybody finds anything out, but good citizens around here have come across.
And thanks to the generosity of strangers, there is now a $16,000 reward for anyone who has any information on this case. Emily and Miguel will also be just down the street here at JC Park tomorrow, passing out flyers. I'm reporting in Cape Coral, Rachel Whelan, NBC2.